Hello, Valtopia. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, wherever I share this video. Thank you for joining me. I'm Val Cripps. I am Empress of the Valtopia Sphere, and I am here I guide soulpreneurs to expand and align to your most harmonious and fuck yeah timeline by getting you out of your head and into your miraculous body, embracing your genius and your gifts and your extrasensory, weird, wild, wootastic ways, and mostly getting you to relax and quit overthinking. Because most of you that come to me are needing to break out of a plateau that's caused by overthinking, maybe, how to sidestep blowback, because when you go to up level, you get some sense of overwhelm about your big vision. Maybe you're not as visible as you'd like to be. You're not expressing your gifts as fully because, you're inconsistently showing up, or you're a little too focused on people pleasing, probably because you're highly empathic. And while you know about how to regulate your energy and you even teach others how to do this, there's just certain parts of you that are still aligning to an old version of you, an older timeline. And it can be a challenge to break out of old timelines, don't I know? I've learned all this stuff too. I teach others to relax, and then here I am, Virgo, lots of Mercury, I get to learn how to relax more fully. And everything that I share in my expansive journeys in the Valtopia Sphere, my playground platform movement, is about connecting both sides of the brain and creating that hemisync that we get when we're in the zone, when we're relaxing in our body and we're allowing ourselves to connect to our divine source of creation and to trust ourselves and to feel clear and expansive and to let that our heart and the energy coming from our heart guide us to our most harmonious and soulfully aligned timeline and frequency and being. This is the work that we get to do together. This is what I share on this channel, on the Fuck Yeah Frequency channel. I have a lot of videos from years ago when I'm coming up. I'm always sharing my journey. I've invested a lot of money into my growth and expansion, and from experts. I invested in experts so I could save time and make more money and embody a version of me that might have felt impossible or hard as I invested. And that's what my clients do with me. And that's what I want to share with you here. And if it lights you up and you want to go faster and deeper and get to that breakthrough point, come and join me on one of my expansive journeys. I have free and paid experiences. And what I've been talking about and I'm loving, and we're on day 9 of my 21-day expansive journey. I'm the one. I channeled in this experience for you and for my clients, and it's evolving and it's just really exciting. I really love, this frequency comes through for clients, but it comes through for me too. And I'm just as transformed by it as you are. And so yesterday I had this experience of going to the beach and laying in the sunshine and just changing and transforming into this deep meditation. And I felt this golden dragon empress energy come in. And I really just laid with it until I fell asleep, and I was in it. And when I woke up, my face was, it doesn't, you can't even see how red and tan it actually is. My skincare specialist lady would be like, what? She always wears sunscreen. I don't wear sunscreen. I just let my skin do what it does. And so this energy that came through, it's so deep and embodied. And what I realized after taking some pictures of myself in the sun at the beach and coming home, and I came home and I did my live stream yesterday, and what I really wanted to do was sit in that energy. And I watched back my live stream and realized, I had some coffee to keep me going, and I realized I had a lot of hyper energy, and I've edited the video and I'm going to post it. I had an issue with permissions and couldn't post live to YouTube yesterday. And what I discovered is that being live on the video wasn't right for this week. So you can go back and watch every day. Last week we were doing the first week of I'm the One. And for this experience, and you can take these videos and watch them, and you can learn from the experience. And then if you're excited about it, you can come and do it live with me or self-guided. But this is valuable content to help you shift right here for free on my channel. on the fuck yeah frequency. We want to get you into your fuck yeah frequency. And so these are tips and tools and tricks. And every day we're going through different aspects of what happens in with these tools and over 21 days, because it takes about 3 weeks to really change a habit, change your mind, change your perception, change your frequency. It doesn't have to take 21 days, but if you let yourself have this process, then you have a guide, and you can always come back to these 21 videos and see what the topic is for each day and take yourself through the process. And when you want to go deeper, you can enjoy my content. So, and support. It's up to you. So, day 9 is all about overcoming obstacles. And week 2 is about surrendering and integrating. And you know, the integration process is so overlooked by many of us when we begin and are intermediate in our journey to expansion. And that's where all the magic is. And that's what I teach. That's what I teach. That's what I teach. And yet here I've been the one so many times to neglect my integration because I'm in my head and I'm looking externally and trying to please externally versus tuning in deep into my own energy. And so the message that came through for me yesterday was, during this week, no live streams. No live streams, and really settle into this frequency, because it is changing me day by day. It's also changing me to show up and share these videos every day. And I've been in a deep process of transformation all summer. I've been working out. I'm on these amazing patches that, if you want to know more, ask me. I'm changed my diet, changed my mindset, and really understanding how powerful of a creator that I am. And this is the thing. Those of you who work with me are powerful soulpreneurs, and you know these things, but we all get to trust ourselves more deeply and allow the space within our own time, body, being, to allow these frequencies to integrate, for us to surrender to the frequency and integrate. And so, no live streams this week. I'm gonna upload yesterday's video that I've edited, and perhaps I'll edit this one so that there's no ums and ands. And I've noticed that I feel more relaxed today recording this without wondering if somebody's live and how many people are watching and all that stuff. I just need to focus on the message. So today's message, day 9, is about overcoming obstacles, because we talked about yesterday how when you change your frequency, it's like changing a station. There's going to be some static. There's going to be some blowback. There's going to be stuff that happens. I call it shift. It ain't shit. It's shift. And so I've had some big things that I've moved through recently that were very heavy. In fact, something cleared today for me in a big, huge way. It's thousands of dollars and fearful bureaucracy kind of stuff. And if there are things happening, as there are things happening in your reality, in your 3D reality, that bring you to a place of fear and overwhelm, and that something outside of you has more power over you than your own choice to be peaceful, disengage. We get to learn to pull out our energy and say no to what we've not decided to have and be. And I want to speak to this because for many of you that work with me, we have similar experiences in our life story where we've been dominated, controlled, abused. We've let ourselves, coming from childhood and ancestral patterns, be the accommodating person, be the one that says yes when we maybe want to say no. And then we've learned about boundaries, and we've learned that no is a complete sentence, and we've learned to walk away from marriages where it was not aligned, and we've learned to step away from realities that aren't aligned and harmonious and divine, and pull our energy out of those characters and allow a completely different paradigm shift. So the obstacle is a contrast that you can withdraw your energy from and decide not to participate. And I remember when I was going through my divorce, and I had no time to myself. My children were little, and I was working full time as an effects artist, which is a lot of work, even if you didn't have any kids or a husband. And I was making hot meals and fresh food. My babies never had any canned baby food. I was, there was just always stuff to do. And my ex-husband is very organized and likes to have everything scheduled, and he likes to micromanage. And initially I liked that energy, and I do like co-parenting with him because he's very much in charge of certain things that, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to take care of. And I get to do the mom things that I like to take care of, and the emotional development and the love and the emotional energy kind of mommy things, right? So we do have a good co-partnership now. And but as a partner, I didn't like I don't like to be hounded and micromanaged. No, that is just not a vibe for me. And so, and I really don't think it's a positive vibe for anyone, honestly, but that's another story. So my freedom to choose day to day is everything. And yet I had lived most of my life. I was 45 by the time I started the divorce process. It took me 2 years to get out of there. I was used to being told what to do, and I was used to being denied. Like if I thought something, there'd be a no, and not just from him. That was reflected back to me in so many of my relationships over my life. Just a dynamic I was used to. And so what's so interesting as I'm learning how much of a powerful creator I am, and how much our choice, our decisions, our beliefs in action, right? Our beliefs are decisions. Our beliefs are actions taken. That's so profound. Like, we think that, beliefs are just there and you can change your beliefs. You change your beliefs by taking different actions and deciding something. And when you've had your decisions overridden for most of your life, and when your actions that you take either upset everyone around you or aren't backed or supported by anyone but yourself, there can be a desire to belong and to appease others, and that doesn't, you're playing into a reality that will never take you out of a loop you want to get out of. So overcoming obstacles is about recognizing, what does this obstacle serve? What is this happening for? And or simply disengaging and saying, no, I'm not available for that reality. And I think that's one of the favorite things I learned is, I'm not available for that. And I remember saying it to my kids when they were really little. I'm not available for that, because I was learning to say no, and having boundaries, even just with my kids, was interesting, because I was so used to being compliant and taking the easy road out and letting everybody have what they want. And that just doesn't work. We get to define very clearly what we will and won't accept in our reality and experience. And when we don't take that ownership and leadership of what's rippling out from us, we are making a decision, and that's our belief about ourselves, that this is what I get. This loop that I've experienced 8 times over, I'm choosing it again by not allowing myself to believe something else, by taking decisions that align to the new belief, which can feel terrifying, which causes your ego to trip because she's going to die, right, and evolve into something new, and which causes the blowback from the static change of the frequency and can create obstacles. But the obstacles don't have power over you. You get to decide what determines and influences your reality within. And you get to have a space between those decisions and beliefs that you're creating in the now and what's happening out there. And that's what surrender and integration is about during this week, is noticing the little subtle things and the big things that are acceptable or not, and that you're going to choose into or not. So that's what day 9 is about. I found that when I don't have support or someone to ask who's versed in this energetic work and has expanded beyond many obstacles to embody preferred and desired timelines, harmonious timelines, abundantly rich, loved, and satisfied timelines that I get in my head. And I revert to the loops and the beliefs that I've already experienced, that I've already decided I don't want. So I invest, whether it's a little bit or it's a free experience or something. I keep myself in the room with people that have broken through things that I'm finding a challenge or don't understand yet. Even though I might have learned about it, so many of us and so many of you who come to me have learned all the things, but have you embodied it yet? Have you let yourself actually evolve through and beyond the breakthrough to integrate and surrender past the breaking point? Or do you just get stuck at the break point and kind of maybe get a little bit beyond and then get pulled back in the loop? That's what we want to stop. That's what this 21-day of psych experience is about. And here's how it's evolving. We are now in, you can invest in the course and have it be a self-guided experience, and it is going to really guide you through each day to your micro choices and breaking through obstacles, challenges, limitations with breath, with all the tools that are in there. And you can sign up to do one-to-one with me, and here's what's coming through the one-to-one experience. There's an Empress, a Golden Dragon Empress energy frequency, and I got to deliver this frequency with my one-to-one client this morning. And so that is going to be coming through for those of you who sign up now in the one-to-one experience. And I'm going to be channeling through, I don't know if I'll be able to share it here, but this is it's hard to see, but here, do you see her face? I'll have to post it in the comments. Oh, I want to put it in the little circle there. Aww. So I envisage each of you that sign up for this experience I'm going to channel in an Empress version of you. And this is going to create an oracle deck. And so I'm going to be allowing myself to channel through what each card in the deck is for I'm the One. And there's going to be 21 of you. This is coming through. And this is the thing that we as creative guides get to be more playful and allow ourselves to dance with the frequency that comes through for us and play with not really knowing where it starts and where it ends and letting that be okay. The clients that I work with don't want it to be all figured out. They want the result. You want to feel the frequency and embody it and be that version of you beyond the breakthrough that is feeling aligned to this Golden Dragon Empress energy, which is about being deeply in your body and deeply rooted into the earth and connected into your heart space. And that process of your inner channel just being illuminated from the celestials down into Mother Earth, from Father God down into Mother Earth through your heart, and the radiance from that effectuates and ripples, shifts the intentions that you're setting into effect. And we hold the space together, and this oracle deck is going to be an announcement, a presentation, an activation of you into that frequency in the now, so that you never loop backwards. You will always have the 21-day process that we go through together, one-to-one or self-guided, and the one-to-one 21 members of the oracle deck will fully know the feeling of it right away. And that's what creates the reality, is the feeling of the frequency. And this is what we did with my glow ups back in 2020. Was I would, when you have to test a product on your skin first before you put it on your hair or whatever, we would do a frequency test of the frequency that was embodied beyond the work we were going to do together, the next level timeline. And we would send the frequency in and see how what kind of reaction. And I wanted the client to have a reaction because they're in my care now. We're working one-to-one. We're in the Voxer. They can message me throughout the day. I'm always present there. And when their reaction, their normal pre-expansive person character reaction happens, we got to see what it was doing and where it was coming from and uproot it and transform it and alchemize it so that that doesn't happen anymore. That loop into the old reality nipped in the bud. We don't have that happening anymore. That's my gift. That's what I love to work with. I'm a Virgo. I love patterns, and I can smell and sniff and feel in the body where those patterns are activating, and we can look at them together and alchemize them into something else so that you can keep dreaming and envisioning and expanding more and more and inspiring your community to do the same. And these are tools that you can take with you and share and adapt and modify them to your gifts and your modalities. And I've invested a lot into a lot of different amazing guides and taken little bits and pieces myself and allowed myself to transform them as they align to my clients in future and past and present. And so I'm so excited to bring through day 9 of I'm the One, Surrender and Integrate. And for today's experience, I thought it'd be fun. I really enjoyed pulling the Sacred Rebel card last night. So we're going to pull another Sacred Rebel card and a question card for today. And then I can't wait to upload this video onto YouTube and to Facebook and wherever else, and maybe edit it into little pieces. I can't wait to have a team that helps me with these things so I can focus in on the artwork and channeling in these expansive journeys and taking more of you on bigger, more expansive, more dreamy, billionaire expansive journeys. There's programs that have come through me in the past that I didn't feel up to, that are waiting, that are like, there's a big one that I had come through in 2017. It came through. I felt it. It was so real. It is real. And it's waiting for me to embody into. And that's what it is for you too. Whatever it is you're bringing through, you felt it. Maybe, I have one of the beta testers told me she has a new healing modality that's come through, and it's just brilliant. And the only thing between her future clients and community benefiting from her modality is her getting through her own fear of being visible, speaking on video or camera or sharing truth about it. And a lot of us have to break through that. I know it was tricky for me too. And look, I'm choosing to pre-record this rather than go live to help the message be more grounded and stable so I'm not distracted. And so find ways that you can share your message, and I hope these videos are helpful. I intend that they are. And I feel myself changing with each one and getting more in my body and in my sacral and my root and in my comfort zone in an expansive way that allows me to become something, a match to this beautiful frequency of I'm the One. I'm the one bringing through I'm the One. All right, so let's pull a Sacred Rebel card and see what comes through. Whoa. Wow, that was fast. We got 3 cards. Wow. All right, so the first card we got was After the Storm. After the Storm. So, we just had this full moon yesterday, this big super full moon. And when you watch astrologers, they were saying there should be some insight shifts that come through, and that's what I'm experiencing. When I was at the beach yesterday, that was when the full moon peaked, and then I had this huge transmission of energy come through and frequency, and I felt myself shifting into the second week of this program. And all my programs are related to the astrological transit. I don't do charts, and I could never sit here and tell you what all the transits are, but I feel them. And I do listen to astrology. I've stopped for a few weeks just because I felt guided to take a break. But for the last, since 2015, I've been listening daily to different astrologers. I was listening to Leo King a lot, and understanding after I tune into myself and having that be confirmed. And so we've passed through something, and there's more to come. But we got to celebrate everything, every moment that we are being activated in our DNA and coming into more clarity and connection to our authentic self and what's here for us. So the next card is so powerful. New birth guarded vigilantly. New birth guarded vigilantly. So this is about protecting what's coming through for you. Like I'm doing here. It's Surrender and Integrate Week. I was guided yesterday to not do any lives this week and do it this way. And there's certain aspects of what I'm doing I won't share yet until I feel really solid in it. And you get to do that too. Not to the point where nobody can see you or hear what you're doing. And also, it has to do also with who's around you that maybe isn't as supportive and could derail your faith. And that's what the other card is, faith in the process. Faith in the process. So you got to find a way to protect and guard what's new and evolving within you, especially during Surrender and Integrate Week, so that you keep your faith in the process, so that you keep embodying the frequency beyond the loop that you're escaping, right? I'm not going to read from the guidebook today. Oh, and I love it. The next card is Trust Yourself. Trust yourself. Absolutely. And look, here's the question card at the top of the deck was how do I feel when I trust? Surrendering is about trust. Integration is about trust. It's where you don't necessarily see outside of you yet the results, but you're beginning to feel the changes within you, and you get to lean in even more deeply to the micro choices, to the breath work, to the clearing activations, to the support, to the principles that we're sharing here free, whatever it is in your process, in your 21 days, or however you're choosing to evolve, do what helps you stay so grounded in trust. That's more important than anything else. And another way to be in trust is to get out of your head. That's why I share everything that I do. When I'm doing breath work, I'm not thinking about stuff. Stuff comes up and I release it. Like it gets up and out of your body, and you can cry or you could get angry, or you can, in today's breath work with my client, she started to relax, and then she noticed a subconscious thought coming to the surface with the breath. And then we were able to breathe through it and let it out. It comes up and out with the breath work. With the clearing activations, that similar process happens, but it's a different form of alchemy. I love doing the clearing activations before and journaling before we do breath work, because the breath work finalizes and really takes you to the next stage. And so let's see what comes through the question cards besides the trust card. There we go. Oh, I love it. Why am I healthy? And being healthy is, and taking micro choices, making micro choices daily to keep in your health. For example, fitness, breath work, meditation, healthy food, supplements, patches, miracle patches. These are the ways that you keep in trust. Being healthy is assigned to your subconscious to choose more things that are going to keep your cells and your being in alignment with health. So choose it again and again and again. And that is why the process that I like to share is called the glow up, because it's all about glowing up from the inside out and connecting to your higher self and higher power in all these different ways every day, all day, so that loop is something of the past, and the next level of your frequency and embodiment is here. You already have all the things that you want. You just got to clear away the beliefs and the perceptions and the habits, the bad habits that keep you in the loop, living in a reality that is not the aligned, expansive reality that you so desire. When I was married and started my process, I was starting to tell the story. I had little kids. I was always busy being micromanaged, and I felt like I didn't have any time. And I would complain a lot. I was really in victim mode because I didn't have the belief system and awareness to know I didn't have to stay there. I could say no. I didn't have to react to everything. Did not have to do that. And at the moment that I was the victim, I thought I did. Thought I didn't have a choice. And all the things that I studied and invested into, and spiritual teachers and energy guides and coaches and communities helped me open me up to the truth that, oh, wait a minute, I get to decide. I get to decide, and I get to change it, and I get to be patient and evolve beyond whatever that version of me was. And you do too. And we get to keep going and going and going because that's what we came for. Thank you so much for watching this. If you watched this all the way through, let me know. I will pull a card for you live on the next time I do go live. It won't be this week. I'm going to honor what I've been taught and told. And I'm going to begin painting. I'm going to finish this one and making the plans for the Oracle deck. And you're going to be able to sign up to be one of the empresses in this Oracle deck for 11/11. And this is 3 weeks of support with the framework of this and the energy support 1-to-1. And then on September 3rd, I'm going to go raise the price up. And there's going to be 21 of you in this deck. And it's going to be beautiful. And each card, I'm going to channel in what each card, what is the concept for each card of this deck, and introducing you, each of you that become one of the empresses in this 21 days. You're the one. I love this coming through. I'm so thrilled, and I love sharing with you and evolving every day with you. So thank you for sharing and liking and subscribing to my Fuck Yeah Frequency channel. Come and see me over on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and sign up on Valtopia for vibes, and you'll get on my mail list, and you can find out more about what's coming through there. And love your frequency. You're the miracle. I'll see you on the next one.